today I'm going to be starting the project that I was excited for. I don't know if I mentioned it or not in the last two videos that I posted. I think I did, but I'm not sure. I didn't say what it was. I just said that I knew what I was gonna do next, and that is a Bible cover. This is my Bible. This was gifted to me by my aunt, one of the aunts that I have, for my 50th birthday, and it's quite old. It is getting very much ruined, but that's not necessarily because I read it, because honestly I didn't actually started reading until a few days, weeks ago, and I gotta do that more because I'm so bad at remembering where the Bible verses are. I do know some that are the ones that I grew up with, right? But whenever I speak to somebody and I'm like, well, in the Bible it says this and that, and I don't say it exactly as it is in the Bible because obviously I didn't memorize it, but when I try to find it, I can't because I don't remember where it is, but I know it's there. So today I'm going to be making a Bible cover for my Bible so that way I can take it to church. It's going to be a Bible cover, and at the same time it's going to be a bag, or that's what I'm aiming for, because I'll be able to take it to church and open it and read it and then just close it and not having to take it on off the bag, like outside the bag, and then put it in the bag. So that's why I am doing this. I am also going to be making with this project my very first tapestry crochet. I've never tried to do that. This is going to be the very first time that I attempt to do it, and I hope it turns out good. I have I have a little list up here where I have a few things that I want to make. This list I made it last year, and with this project I'm going to be taking three things off my list, which are just one project with tapestry, a tapestry bag, and a Bible cover. So I'm gonna be able to mark those off the list. And for this, I looked up Bible verses that were short. I don't remember exactly which ones I had in there. Like I said, I'm not very good at remembering things. I do remember one in Thessalonians, First Thessalonians, but I don't remember which one. There were a few psalms and another ones that I don't remember where they are, but I ended up choosing psalms. I already recorded for my Spanish video this, and I couldn't find the verse, pero al final me decidí por Primera de Tesalonicenses. No, al final me decidí por Salmos 63, creo que era. No, 53. Salmos 53. No, ay Dios. It's Psalms 56:3. It's right here. This is in Spanish, but it says, in the day that I fear, I don't know if I'm translating that correctly. In the day that I fear, I put my trust in you, like I trust you. That's what it says, right? I don't know how it's in the KJV, but that is the verse that I chose, and I'm going to be making two. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but if I do like it, I'm going to be making two, one for the Bible cover and one to put it, like, hang it on my wall. This is the sign that I did. It's not the prettiest, okay? I tried to have my writing in it, but then I put it up. I uploaded it to Stitch Fiddle, I think it's the name of the site, and it looked horrible because this is not very big, so it doesn't need that many stitches, and that didn't work. So I ended up having to design it on Stitch Fiddle with the amount of stitches that I am going to use, and this is the result. I wanted it initially to be like this, says like this, but it's going to end up like on the side, like you're gonna read it like this, and it's going to be like this whenever I carry it as a bag, and everyone will be able to read it if they want, rather than being like this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I was so excited to do this one, because that's a very good verse to remember whenever you are afraid of something. You know that you can put your trust in Jesus, and you know Jesus is always with you, and that is very comforting, knowing that I can trust in him, that we can trust in him. So that's why I chose this one, and also because that was the only one that was short enough to fit into the stitches that I needed. So I'm going to be using this yarn, which is I think the last skein of I Love This Yarn that I own. My stash is going down faster than it was before, but this I think is the last one that I have. I'm not even going to try to say the name because it's really weird. It's right here. So I'm just going to say wine because it looks like wine. We have a very specific word in Spanish for this color, which is corinto, but I'm just going to be calling it wine if I ever refer to it again. I'm also going to be using these that I have left over from the baby blanket that I did. I wanted to make a bolero, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm going to be using this one instead. So I'm going to be using this one for the letters. That one, the wine one, is going to be for the background like you saw in the images. I'm also going to use this one because I put two sparkles on the graph. That's the word. I put two sparkles on the graph, and this is the outline that I'm going to use for them. And this one, which is from the attachment blanket, this is what I have left over from the one bowl that I was using because I still have another one, and this little bit also. I'm going to be using this for the inside of the sparkle, and that's it. Okay, I'm sure this video is going to be very long because of the explanation I'm gonna try to make. Maybe it's not gonna be too long, but I do have a lot to say. So I have a few of the things I've made here because I was trying tapestry and intarsia, and I gotta say that I don't like the result of any of those. So I was trying something. Sorry if the phone is moving too much. My desk is very shakeable. But I was trying something different. I'm a bit frustrated, I'm not gonna lie, because this is not coming out the way I would have liked it to, or at least decent, for say the least. So the reason, this is the first one I was working on, this is the second one I was working on, and this is the third one. For this one I was trying to do tapestry crochet, and I just gotta say I don't like how these little things come, like you can see them, and the difference between the stitches because it's both sides. I don't like how it looks. Also, you can see in some pieces the yarn while you carry it, so I didn't like that. This is, like I said, the last one I made. This is the first one I was working on, and I didn't like that this didn't necessarily look like the sparkle that I had, and I didn't even get to this side because of the same thing. But the back, I was having trouble because I was trying to work by carrying at least a little bit the yarn right here, and that was just not working for me, at least. And this is when I was trying to do intarsia. So what I ended up doing, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue this one, by the way. So what I ended up doing is what I was calling it impestry or taparsha, because it was kind of like a mix of both, or so that's what I was thinking. I was cutting these ends right now, and I figured I just show it right now in the video. I was working only on one side for this one, so all these stitches, they are facing the same side, like they're all on the right side. And for this one I was adding the yarn right here and cutting, like for this one it's just one stitch, so I had like the two ends right here and I just kept them there. You can see that right here. There's the one where I added it, and here is where I finished using it. And I did that for all of this, and this also doesn't look like the sparkle that I wanted it to look like, but the letters do look a little bit better, not too much, because you can still see the yarn right here when I'm carrying it, because I'm still carrying it. I'm not gonna do the same thing I'm doing here for just one stitch. That would be too much. And whenever I would go to tie them together, it would be like it would make it look ugly, I guess. So I'm gonna try to finish it like this. The sparkle is the biggest issue, I think. Then I'm gonna come back and just try to cover some of this with this yarn, because the letters, they don't look very pretty necessarily. They do look better than having it both ways like this, because the space that I have for my graph is very small, so I can't make, let's say, this be two, let the stitches be like two rows of the white, and then have two stitches for the middle of the E. So it's very complicated. I'm still gonna try to finish it, and I'm just gonna go back with the yarn, fixing some of the little things that I don't like. And right now I'm just weaving, well, I'm not weaving the ends because I'm not going to, like, people are not going to see this side, and I'm going to make a plain one of these, and I'm going to stitch these two together. Then if I have enough yarn, I'm going to do the same for the back of the Bible, so both of them are pretty thick. So I'm just tying these ones together and cutting them. As you can see here, there's some knot right here, and then I'll decide what to do. But this is definitely a lot more work, but if it ends up somewhat like I wanted it, I think it's gonna be worth it. The other problem that I have is that I'm finishing here, right, and cutting off. I'm fastening off right here, and then I have to restart, like I have to reattach this one to this side. And if I do it on the first stitch, that looks the work starts getting like this. And to avoid that, I've been trying to carry the yarn from like the side to make a loop right here, so then I can start crocheting on the first one. But it's still looking like this, and I don't know what to do to fix that. I'm still gonna do it this way. Hopefully it'll get better whenever I do a round of single crochet right here, because I'm just gonna do one on this side and on this side. But I didn't think that this would actually give me so many issues, and I have plans for making a gift for my other nephew, and I felt like that was gonna give me more trouble than this one. But if this one is giving me the amount of trouble that it is giving me right now, I can just imagine the amount of work and problems I'm gonna have on doing the other one, because the other one is way more complicated than this. But I don't want to give up on this. I really want it, so I'm just gonna push through, try to finish it, and then, well, I guess that will be it. I will try in the future to make more tapestry or intarsia things, because I didn't really understand the intarsia tutorials I watched. So I guess that's something to practice and start with something simpler rather than something complicated as this. Okay, scratch that. I still have my mess and everything, but I was trying to work. I really was trying. I even tried cross stitching in here. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So never mind. I'm going to try to make the design on this thing. I crochet this, and I'm gonna keep it the size that the Bible is, like that. And as you can see, it's bigger because I was supposed to use it like this, but it is big here too. I don't know. I mean, I could use it like this. Yeah, I could use it like either way. In this part, could be like for this side right here. Although I think this, wait, never mind. It has to be this way. But the thing is that I'm going to be using this side for like this side, like to cover this part right here. Then I'll crochet from here this way. I'll figure out. But the thing is that I'm going to put the Bible verse right here, and I'm going to be doing that with surface crochet. So I'm going to put my hook through here, bring the yarn from the back, and just do it like this. I have a cushion that I made a while ago in my Spanish channel, which is a tic-tac-toe cushion, and it's gonna be something like that. So whatever I said before, never mind, that's not gonna happen. I'm going to do it like this now. I am going to get into surface wait, I will be trying some other time tapestry crochet or in tarsha, so that is a new plan. I know what I said I was gonna do, but never mind. I didn't do that. To do it though, I did try to do surface crochet, but it was just not working. I would have had to cut the thread so many times and then move it from the front to the back because the letters are individual. And I just didn't want to do that. So, but I'm so happy that I actually didn't continue. It would have looked good, of course, it would have looked good. But the thing is that I ended up embroidering it, the letters and the sparkles. And I am so happy that I actually chose to do that because the result is, think of this as abstract art, okay? Because the letters, the ones that repeat, which is the N and the E doesn't look the same in any of them that I did, but I think it looks pretty. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you before I continue. Yeah, I mean, here it is. This is what it looks like, and I am so happy because it looks pretty, it looks good, and at the same time it looks almost exactly like the design I made. I mean, look at them, they look pretty much the same, and the letters are almost exactly in the position that they are in the image, and the sparkles are also in the same position. And I am also very happy that I was able to put, where you can find this is Psalms 56:3, and I love it. It looks so pretty, and it looks pretty much like the image, which is what I wanted from the beginning. So I just had to suffer a little bit to get to this, I guess. Pretty much what happens in life now, to grow stronger you need to go through tough times. But I am so happy that this turned out like this. Now the only thing that I have to do is finish the other half of it, because this is like for the back, and I just have to finish like the other side of it. I was thinking of doing half double crochets or double crochet for this side, but I'm not sure. I can add the chains, how many chains I need to this side, and then work back this way like this. I've done it before, and attaching it to this side, like extend this to make it just one piece. But I'm not sure about it. I think, like, I'm 99% sure that I'm going to do that, but I still want to try and make it with double crochet, just because I'm trying to save time. Okay, doing the single crochet would take longer than the other ones, though I think I'm going to end up doing it like this just so everything stays the same, and this stitch doesn't stretch as much as the half double crochet or the double crochet will stretch. So that's something I'm still thinking about. And after that, the only thing that I have to do left is put it right here. I have to extend it, by the way, and then make another piece, actually another two pieces, which is going to be the other side of here, so I can attach it to this cover. And then I'm gonna do what I was saying, which is putting this right here and sewing or crocheting together the other side to this one so that it would stay on the Bible. And I'm going to do that in that way, because if I didn't and I had just the whole piece, I would have to slide it on one side and then stretch it to get it to go over the other side. And I don't want that, and I also don't have plans of taking it off. So that should be good. And after that, I would just have to turn that into a bag, which I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I just wanted to mention though also that I woke up today and I went outside. I was looking at my phone, and I noticed that the things didn't look as blurry as they usually do, which is why I wear my glasses. I put my glasses on kinda, and I do see a difference, but it's not as much as before. Like things, when I look at them without my glasses, they don't look as blurry as they used to, and at times it feels almost as if I'm already wearing my glasses, and that is something that I noticed this morning, and I am just so thankful. God is so good. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to leave this just as a Bible cover, because I don't know how I would turn this into a bag. And like I said, I did end up making the pieces with single crochet, because I did try the double crochet, but that didn't work. So I did it like that, in these two pieces are the pieces that are going to be right here, which are going to be like pocket to put the Bible cover sides right here. And I also finished this side and sewed it to this one, which only one side looks like this. I think I'm going to make sew it right here or something like that to make it look the same, or I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't know yet, but I just wanted to show that I did finish this. And after the mistakes that I have in all this is how much yarn I have. Well, I have here the result. It is all done. I am definitely leaving this as a book cover, so I'm not gonna be getting 3 things off my list. It's just going to be the Bible cover, because this is what it's going to be. I thought of making it a bag because I was thinking to put like strands right here to hold it like this, but that was because the first idea was initially that the letters would be like on the side, so if I hang it like this, you would be able to read it. But since it ended up the way I planned at the beginning, I ended up not doing that, and I thought of putting them here, but I don't want this to get pulled like that, so just going to leave it as a Bible cover. It is so pretty. It feels like I have a new Bible. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I could put sorry, I could put stuff in here, and that is on both sides. Both sides have it, of course. And well, what else can I say? I am happy because every time I look at this, I will be reminded that I can trust the Lord in whatever situation I may go through, whatever happens on this life. And that's just going to bring comfort to my heart, because sometimes I tend to forget that I can trust in Him. You know, sometimes we rely on ourselves when we shouldn't do that. But this is the result. And I guess that's it. God bless you, everyone. Thanks for watching.